Once in a while, put your sack on the track, ho.
In my lane, you acting funny, like it's some kind of game. State it up, sir, in front of my name. I keep my head up, keep getting better. This rap god, I'm going platinum again. You acting funny, like it's some kind of game. State it up, sir, in front of my name. Dominating your domicile, in and out just like a robbery. Call the cops now.
Well, welcome everybody to Let the Record Spin, episode number 3.
Oh, you tiki now? Go ahead, light your torch.
Hip Hop Radar Underground Show.
Let go. Sit back, relax, don't go act a fool. We gon' puff some weed and keep on acting cool. I'm on that chill shit, always keeping it real shit. The vibes going up like the smoke in the room, cause
It's the Hip Hop Radar Underground Show. It's the Hip Hop Radar Underground Show.
Yo, SJR crew, welcome back to Hip Hop Radar Underground. I am Sack Juggalo, and today we got another VIP. This time we got the one and only Mr. Beleaf in the house, hailing all the way from South Florida, man. How you doing, bruh?
Maintaining, just living day by day, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I heard that.
Every day's a blessing.
As long as we wake up breathing, man, I figure we doing good, you know?
Yeah, 100.
Yo, I want to shout out to my dude Rudnock. He in the chat. Caitlin Devon, big salute. How you doing? My homeboy Monk out there in Australia, keeping it nice. Big salute to y'all, man. Thank y'all for coming through tonight. Make sure you guys hit the links in the description below. Everywhere you can find Mr. Beleaf's music and also his Barcodes podcast is in the description below. So make sure you take advantage of that. Let's just get into it, my guy. You got a music career that spans, quite some time. how did you find yourself getting into music, and what made it be your, primary function of this is what I want to do for a living?
The best I would say like the best answer for that is like I always tell people that music is sort of like a coping mechanism. You know what I'm saying? Like where things that you go through in life you want to like get out of you. You know what I'm saying? And put it in some else a form in an artistic way.
Yeah.
Some people do it in paint, you know what I'm saying? And for me personally, I've been rapping since I was 8, bro. Like, and people look at me like I'm crazy when I say that, like I'm just like exaggerating, but it's like facts. And the
That's what's
reason
up.
why I say that is because that's when, my old boy, well, in South Florida, we call your father old boy, you know what I'm saying? So my old boy and my mother, that's when they split. So like all that I was listening to was like Wu-Tang and all that stuff. And I thought to myself, shit, I could do this. You know what I'm saying? So I started like practicing trying to write and shit. And so I would just cope. It wouldn't be like sad rhymes. It would be like more anger and all that kind of stuff. But it was like kind of like channeling through it. You feel me?
Instead of acting it out, you're
And
writing it out.
exactly, like just things that it boosts the confidence. It takes you out of that slump. And I'm gonna be 100. That shit has helped me throughout my life. You know what I'm saying? Through all kinds of things. Because what I find is whenever I reach a point where I hit that moment where it's like, fuck, this is some this is some bullshit, you know what I'm saying, that's going on.
Yeah.
And I, rapping never leaves me. I'll once I put it on a record, it's gone. You know what I'm saying? Once it's laid down, it's gone. And I that feeling is nowhere near as strong as it was before I laid it on the record. Feel me?
That's
So
fire.
that's the best thing I can say about it.
I love hearing that because it is cathartic. It's very therapeutic to be able to get those feelings out because, like for myself, my parents, got divorced around when I was like 10 or so, and I just turned into an asshole. I didn't think about writing my shit down. I just go around beating people up and acting like a dickhead. You know what I'm saying? And that didn't work out so
Yeah.
well.
I mean, there was a little bit of that in me too during that time, you know what I'm saying? But like,
Bet.
it's like I've noticed that I felt better once I threw it on a record, you know what I'm saying? Because you're just kind of channeling that shit out. You feel me?
Right, right. Because the most important thing is like, okay, so as kids we don't think about it, right? Mental health, thinking fucked up thoughts and shit, you know what I'm saying? And especially, I don't know about you, but in my my dad, he lived 2,500 miles away from me after my parents got divorced. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I'm just going to go over to my dad's house. So there are things like you're not taught, as a young man,
Yeah.
and you learn those lessons real quick out there in the streets. How you need to move and how you need to respect motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
shout out to the ones that put that out there for their kids, man, because just having that, to overcome, and trying to figure out how just humans operate within society, is a fucking huge deal.
Yeah, life is the best teacher, man. It'll teach you immediately and you'll learn, you know what I mean? If you don't learn, you know,
The
it's
motherfuckers
a
that
whole
don't learn is
that's a
over
whole
there in the cemetery, you know what I'm saying, or in the pen.
exactly.
So yeah, you will either learn or you'll end up somewhere you don't want to fucking be. That's for damn sure.
Exactly.
So,
But as
um,
far as it, oh my bad, go ahead.
no, no, no. I was gonna say, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, no, well, I'm as far as like hip hop in general, you know what I'm saying? Like the reason why I was able to really like steer off and be able to channel my emotions or whatever my thoughts through music is because I used to like idolize my cousin. You know what I'm saying? My bigger cousin who was like one of the coolest motherfuckers on the planet. He's still the coolest motherfucker on the planet. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Moity, you know what I'm saying? But like he used to be really heavy into this hip hop shit. You know what I'm saying? Him and my other cousin Richard. And I was just a jit. I was like a little kid. And they put me onto it. So like that's how I learned about Wu-Tang and learned about all the like I was listening to self-destruction, you know what I'm saying? You headed for self-destruction
Hmm.
back in the day when I was like little. You know what I'm saying?
And the
So it
crazy
was
thing is,
always
you
there.
probably understood exactly what they were saying because you've already started going through some of that shit. As a child, that's hard to grasp, because you're talking
Yeah,
about adult situations at that point,
yeah. No, like especially when I listened to like the Wu-Tang albums. I ain't gonna front, man. When I was younger, I didn't understand a lot of the shit because they were talking a lot of street, a lot of
Yeah,
street code, serving shit and all, all kinds of like drug talk too,
yeah.
in some of them. And it was just kind of like over my head at that time. But you keep on listening to it, it's like, oh shit. When you get older, you're like, oh, and you start experiencing shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Going through shit like that, you're like, oh, nigga, that's what them niggas was talking about back then. You know what
Right?
I'm
It
saying?
just clicks in your head. You're like, I fucking
Yeah.
actually understand. This is fucking awesome. That's what's up. So we got some greats behind you. We were talking about them before we started the show. Meth, Red, you got Nas over there at the corner, on the other side. Not in the corner.
Yeah.
We don't keep Nas in the corner. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, nah, nah. It's just the angle.
Right, right. Um, who are some of your biggest influences growing up? I imagine Wu Tang would be one of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're behind me, bro. Like straight up. Like these three, and I would say M is another one that I don't have a painting or nothing of, but he was definitely an inspiration as well when he came out. But I was already deep heavy with Redman, Nas, and Meth. Like Meth was like the other coolest motherfucker on the planet for me. You know what I'm saying? And Onyx, I forgot to say Onyx,
Shout out to
Sticky
Sticky
and
Fingers,
Phaedro,
man.
Phaedro, like Sticky, Phaedro, and Sunny, and you know what I'm saying? They were like those dudes were like I was bumping them motherfuckers heavy when I
How
was a
how
kid. You know what I'm
happy are
saying?
you as a true fan of these people that they're still making music and quality music, man? I mean, everybody you just said that they're still
Yeah.
making music.
Not but that's the thing. It's like when you recognize from early on, I could say that I recognize greatness in the art of hip hop. Like
Yeah,
I could recognize that shit. You know what I mean? Because these were my favorite artists from back then. You
yeah,
know what I mean? And they're still my favorite artists till now. Like another one that I could throw in there for like that's a little newer is like J. Cole because he has that same kind of that longevity that
yeah.
you could tell that his music's gonna continue. You
He
know what I
has
mean?
a lot of replay value
But
in his stuff too. Yeah,
definitely, and he's saying shit. He's saying a lot of shit. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
real shit. That's the thing. Like,
Yeah,
we don't get that a lot in today's music, right? We don't get the real shit. Life struggles, relationship stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's always about here's some money, here's some cars, here's some asses. And
yeah.
that's fine. It's okay. I'm okay with that music, but I need to be in a club where there's actual asses shaking. I ain't sitting at home by myself talking about shaking asses. Like, I want to shake my ass in the
Yeah,
mirror. Be like, I ain't even trying to see that shit.
yeah. It'll be hard to make a video like that by yourself in the crib. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. That's one of them shame
Yeah.
videos. You just play it every once in a while, every once in a while, just to remind yourself that you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's
yo,
one of those little
Lex,
healthy reminder videos and shit. Yeah.
that's facts. Yo, Lex, I want to thank you for stopping through and hanging out with us. And absolutely, Rakim was fucking amazing. All right, man. You talking about legends right there. Go back in the
No, no.
day, talk about Public Enemy and, Big Daddy Kane and leaders of the new school. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Of, of
yeah,
course, of course. Like these are all legends in their own right. Like straight up. Like
that's a
no
fact.
one's taking away. At least for me, I'm not taking away from anything from those artists whatsoever.
Right, right.
You know
No.
what I'm saying? Because those Rakim, Slick Rick, all these people are even LL. You know what I'm saying? Talk about longevity.
Yeah,
LL has to be in that category too. KRS,
yeah.
um, got nothing but love and show that respect for them. But I'm talking about are the greatest to me. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? When I
right.
was growing up, these were the
Absolutely.
ones that I gravitated to and I studied. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's who I put in my little studio here for inspiration. When I look up, I see them. I'm like, when I write a verse, it's like I'm not competing with me. I'm not competing with anybody else. I'm competing with them. I want to make sure that when I throw a verse, that if I show it to them, they be like, yo, that's tight.
They
You
be
feel
like,
me?
oh
That's how I
shit, yeah.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I try to write my shit.
That's what's up. Shout out to Money Mowgli for coming through. Big salute, man. We got one coming with you coming soon, my guy. I can't wait to have you on the show as well. And my dude Gary is in the building. Big shout out to the Pacific Northwest up there, man. Thank you for coming through and hanging out with us. You guys just getting here. Let me make sure to tell you about the links in the chat or in the description. All the places to find my dude's music and podcast. So make sure you click on those. Run those numbers up. Let's get that shit popping, man. You guys want to hear a song? I bet they do. I can't hear them because, you know, they ain't in this shit. But Mr. Beleaf, what song do you want to show the people first?
Let's go with Fun with Words.
Ooh, that's the one I used for the motherfucking shit right there. I don't know if you guys seen the reel I made, but I used that song. I was like, oh, this is just crazy. All right. We got my dude right here, Mr. Beleaf, off the Random Acts of Violence LP. This one's called Fun with Words. Let's go.
Man is facing several charges tonight. Dennis Ting has been following this story with more on the events. Dennis?
Police believe these incidents to be random acts of violence.
I manage to balance as bad and average as planet is branded, I'm banished. Sustaining minimal damage, my language is kinda brackish. Package to take advantage, an addict or be nomadic. Handpicked to generate static in every ghetto semantic. Erratic, my Hispanic, charismatic, dynamic. Landed up on this canvas, painting a beautiful malpractice. Callous with all this malice, sporadic with all this ratchet. Attracted to all this passion, need some carrots on my palate. Ding, but why the being about a thing, monopolizing on cha-ching. Apologize to the king, you dragging like a queen. I'm the ghost in the machine, torturing your self-esteem. Your conscience can't intervene, you can't come out of all the screens. Man, I walk up in the scene, eating all your main cuisine. You ain't winning, Charlie Sheen, or what the wolves harvesting. Harbor your aqua team, barter all your conquered dreams. I'm your father looking mean, with his belt up off his jeans. Time for whoop ass, it's time to cook ass. It's really good bad, make your head snap back as if you're suffering from no. That's exactly where the fuck you thought I'd go. I called an audible, got a quarterback from a million streams of audio. The bottom pro, clearing obstacles, sticking out like a follicle. One eye on you like a monocle. It's methodical with the arsenal, achieving the impossible. Y'all niggas crying over particles. I don't know. Ah, fuck, I'm getting too old for this shit. I don't know. I don't even fucking perform. I don't know. Ah, shit.
Turned it out though, fire. That boo doo 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 doo. I don't know what kind of whistle that shit was, but that was kind of fire, dude. I ain't gonna lie. Let me ask you this: Are you? I imagine you've done tons of performances by this time. How is the live scene down there in South Florida treating you?
I gotta be honest. I don't perform as much as I once did. Right? Like the performance scene out here is very healthy, you know what I'm saying? We got a lot of artists that perform on a constant basis, you know what I mean? Like, nice. And it's much kudos to them, and they rock the shows, you know what I mean? Like they do it nice.
Yeah.
To me, it's like I used to perform a lot back in earlier in my venture here with hip hop and stuff like that. But to me, it was just like I kind of got tired of being the artist that performed everywhere, but you know what I'm saying, never got compensated for this shit. You know what I mean? And it was just kind of like I remember the defining moment where I was just like, you know what, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna perform, I need to get something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was like the defining moment. I was like, I finished performing. I brought a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? Because the game is you bring a bunch of people or whatnot, and rock the show. And then I got off stage, and then I asked the promoter, hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? You mind if I get a drink from the bar? You know what I'm saying? And the dude was like giving me a real hard time of just even comping me a drink.
That's weird.
Like literally, just like a fucking beer and shit. And I was just like, at that moment, I was like, you know what, fuck it. Like everybody's getting paid. The fucking the guy in the door, the DJ, everybody, the bartender, everybody's getting paid, but the motherfucker that just rocked the crowd. And I was just like, fuck that, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
the
and
reason
that was the
everybody's
mentality.
here ain't getting no fucking compensation. That's crazy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, it's like no malice to any promoters or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like I've had it me I've had incidents with promoters and shit like that. But like at the end of the day, it's like that old business model, in my opinion, that old business model of like how they would bring artists in there and then, basically they perform, they got to bring everybody, or some artists will actually have to pay to perform sometimes
I've heard
to
of that a
open up for
lot.
people or whatnot.
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel like that business model is dead, man, because the whole sales pitch was for exposure.
Right.
You
I
know what I'm
got the
saying? Like,
place
oh,
you want to
yeah, it's
come.
for exposure.
Right.
Yeah. For exposure, for exposure. I mean, that shit worked in the early 2000s. That shit worked in 1990. But everything's internet now. Like everything. Like right now, we talking on the internet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You heard my music through the internet and through word of mouth or whatnot.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I'm gonna perform, it's either, you know what I'm saying,
On some
it's either gonna
headline
be,
shit.
well, not, it doesn't have to be headline, but there's got to be some kind of compensation. I don't give a. It doesn't have to be much. It just be like, yo, give me 2 drinks, I'm fine.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? But that free shit to me is just like, I'm just not with it anymore. I mean,
Especially if you
I've
got to
been in the game
travel an
long enough.
hour or two outside your shit, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Gas costs a
Exactly.
ton.
And this is no slight to anybody that does it. You know what I'm saying? Some people just really enjoy performing and stuff
Sure.
like that, and
Absolutely.
that's cool. I enjoy performing as well, but it's just like I just felt like I I'm I'm not with the free shit anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything
Well,
else could be free, but just like if I have to go out and venture out and perform, it's like, come on,
yeah, because at
something.
this point in your life, I mean, we're grown adults. We have responsibilities to take care of. You got a home to pay
Exactly.
for. You got a family to take care of. You know what I'm saying? Am I really going to give away my time when I could be giving it to my kid or my wife? You know, I could see your
Exactly.
strategy in that. Absolutely.
Exactly. I even touch on it on the album. If you went through the whole random acts of violence, it's I believe it's called Side Effects.
Mm,
In that track,
mm,
I touch on that same thing. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
And it's just like I don't know. I just feel like the in the Miami scene, definitely there's a big there's a lot of performances, a lot of artists that rock the show and they tear down the house. And I'm appreciative to all of these artists.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's just at my stage, at least in my life, like hey, you mentioned, it's like I got kids, I got family, you know what I'm saying? It's like if you're gonna get me out of the house to jump on stage and rock a show, like at least get me 2 drinks.
Yeah. He ain't
Something.
asking
A
for much,
t-shirt.
folks. Come on, man.
A fucking cap. Or you know what I'm saying? Something.
Right? Facts, man. Um, Yo, I want to shout out to some people who just came in, man. Joey Da Silva, big salute. My dude George, how you
Oh,
doing, brother? Stitch is in the house. Good to see y'all, man. I hope everybody's having a great close to their week, man. We are chilling with the one and only Mr. Beleaf. Links are in the description below if you don't know where to find them. I want to jump into a little bit of podcasting talk with you, man, because my dude also
all
does
right.
podcasts called Barcodes. I just recently discovered, thanks to my dude H. Big salute to H2 Owens. Yeah.
Shout out
Um,
to Age.
you got a podcast co-host. He goes by the name of Old Head, right?
Old Head Ed.
Old Head Ed. Yes, that's right. Um, very knowledgeable in hip hop, both of you. How did you two team up?
We're neighbors, dog. Believe it or not, like I mean, not immediate neighbors, but he in the same hood as I am,
Okay.
and and it was just like though how we teamed up was like I fell into a lot of I made put it this way, I made some good investments in 2020,
Mm,
really good investments. So I got a lot of ROI, which is a return on investment. And so what I did was I started trying to support as much as I could my hip hop community. So I started buying every piece of merch every artist was in the local community that was that what they were selling, you know what I'm saying? Whatever their merch was. And
yeah.
Old Head Ed, he has another podcast called Brews Beats and Eats.
Oh,
And so I was a guest on it one time. He had invited me to be a guest one time. So like I hit him up. I was like, hey, look, I would like to buy a shirt or whatever. And then when he he told me, okay, yeah, I'll just deliver it to you. Just let me know where you're at. And I told him the address, and he's like, yo, that's literally a block away.
That's
And I was
awesome.
like, oh shit, say word, and you know what I'm saying. And then we kicked it off from there. Once I purchased the shirt, and we just kind of like kicked it. And since he's around the way, we just kind of like linked up, and the whole idea of the whole barcode shit came about, and we started just making it happen.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Reach out to your fellow creator. If you guys really fuck with them out there, you know what I'm saying? Reach out and just have a conversation. You don't know what's going to happen. You know, a whole nother
Yeah.
revenue stream has opened up for you here. Is this something that you've ever thought in the past about doing, or is this something newer to you?
Believe it or not, it was a drunken idea. It was an idea where I was having a few drinks. I was talking to my man Art Morera, who's another very talented artist. He's out in NY right now, or Jersey right now. But we were just having a conversation, and just like MCs, we sat down and we were comparing bars. We're like, ah, look, yo, look what I just wrote right here. What you think of this bar, and then you know what I'm saying. I think he was chiefing, and we were talking, and then the idea just came to me where I was like, yo, man, we should do a podcast where we break down bars. And then I went on YouTube to see if there was anything like that. Um, and there was like some one or two that were similar, but it was like people breaking down the bars without the artist being there. And I was like, nah, man, I want the artist being there to really get that
Yeah.
confirmation
Yeah.
on what they meant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he didn't want to do the podcast, Art Morera. So he was just like, all right, I'll do it. I'll go with I'll talk to Old Head Ed because he already has a podcast, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with podcast.
Yeah.
And we took it from there.
That's what's up. He's like, yeah, I'm in. Let's go. You know.
Yeah, it's crazy. How everything happens, man. It's like a step here and a step there. You know what I mean? Because the first episode just kind of happened by accident.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
okay.
Because the artist that came about, he was like, "Yo, let's just do it today. Let's try it." And that's how it started.
That's what's
Shout
up.
out to No Emotion, Jason Stanley.
Yeah, boy, let's go. Um, yeah, that's cool, man. I got a homie. His name's Traumatos, and he used to do a show called Barbershop Bar Breakdown, where he would have an artist on, and they would go through one or two songs and break down all the bars with them. I think the way you guys do it is a bit cleaner because you don't even use any audio. You just have the lyrics out and you go over the lyrics themselves. What was that decision, and how was that made by not using the music but just using solely lyrics?
Well, from the first episode, like I said, we just kind of jumped into it. So I do all the editing,
Mm,
right? And so I'm there. I'm looking at all the footage, and then I'm looking at the footage, and it was just plain, just where us talking about the bars. And I was like, yeah, you know what? Like, I'm thinking of it from a viewer's point of view. I'm like, it would be good to have the lyrics on the bottom there so they know exactly what we're talking about.
yeah.
So I put the lyrics on the bottom there, and then later on it kind of evolved because at first we were saying the lyrics. Me and O Head Ed were saying the lyrics
Okay.
of the artist. So we'll read the lyrics off, and then we'll give our interpretation, and then the artist would break down to see if we were right or not.
Okay.
But unfortunately, since there's so many different styles and there's so many different ways that people, do their lyrics or whatnot, we were butchering the shit out of some of people's lyrics.
I got
So
you.
we were like, yo, it'd be best to have the artist say the four bars and then we give our interpretation, or just let the artist give their interpretation and we jump in when we have ours.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
have a little conversation about what was just said. I think it's an amazing thing because a lot of people listen to music, just listen to beat, and the lyrics are kind of in the background. For a lot of people I
Yeah.
know here in the SGR crew, myself included, I'm a big lyrics person. Like, I have always been big on lyrics. I want to make sure I get them right, because I need to understand the story, right? If I don't understand the story, why am I watching the movie, you know? So
Exactly.
shout out to the real ones out there that love language and to be able to, um, paint pictures out of just words, man. Shout out to y'all, man, for real.
Yeah, I feel like I've learned a lot when barcodes, well, since doing barcodes, like I've developed a lot of relationships with artists.
Yeah.
But also just the commonality between all the artists and also the differences between all of them. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And the mindsets from all of them, man. And it's just like it's a beautiful thing because essentially it feels like I'm not alone as an artist myself on doing the therapy
Mm-hmm.
approach on it.
Yeah.
And we've had other artists that was just like, yo, we go over there, it's just a vibe, and they just do what they do, which is fine.
Yeah.
That's just the
Absolutely.
way they operate.
Absolutely.
But it's just great to see people in their element. And one thing that's great about the show is that artists love talking about their bars. Like they don't have that opportunity to sit down and really break it down as much, as much as in a lot, like they don't have a lot of opportunities to do it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when we invite them, they always have a good time. At first, they're very skeptical. Some of them, the ones that we don't know,
Yeah.
that we bring on, they're skeptical because they think it's like a gotcha. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we're gonna hear your bar and we're gonna be like, well, motherfucker, you didn't do this shit,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But we not like that. We over here trying to celebrate bars.
But see, yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Because you seem the type of person who says, how am I supposed to tell you how to do your art? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want you to tell me how to
Exactly.
do my art, and I would never be like, you didn't do something right because that's the way your heart said this is how this has to be done. You know what I'm saying? So,
Exactly. So
yeah,
you get it. You get it. You know what I'm saying? Because in the beginning, a lot of artists, a lot of other artists, you know what I'm saying, that their pen game is really dope. They're like, well, why would you have this dude on here?
mm,
You know what I'm saying? His pen game is not to them. His pen game is not this. I'm like, yo, that's not what it's about, man. I want to know. I want to know why he put it there. Like,
right,
why is he writing this? I want to understand it.
yeah,
You feel me?
that's a
Because
beautiful
at first it
thing
was
too.
supposed to. Yeah, at first I wanted it to be like, all the lyrical miracles, super elite
Sure,
type of artists. But like at the end of the day, I'm like, bro, we're all elite artists, no matter what art you do, because no matter what, you're creating something and it's important to you. And if it's important to you, guaranteed it's important to somebody else.
facts, facts. Just a heads up, there's less than 1 minute, so it will close out. Just
All
hit
right,
that
no problem.
original link, and it'll put you right back in.
All right, bet.
Shout out to fucking Zoom for every 40 minutes cutting the motherfucker off. You know what I'm saying? But I
All
get it.
right.
It's a business model, but it's $15 a month. It seems a little steep for just the streaming service. If it was like $5 a month, I would be like, no problem. But
They had motherfuckers during 2020, yo. That's why they were like $15.
yeah,
People
they
were
gave
paying that
away
shit.
3 years of free Zoom. That's facts. I'd sit on this motherfucker for 4 hours talking to people, no problem. Yo, I want to shout out to Art Morea, Joey Da Silva. Hold up, we got more. Hold up, I want to shout you guys out, man, for coming through. Thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. I hope you guys had an awesome week so far. Those who may not be aware of who Hip Hop Radar Underground and me, Sack Juggalo, are, we just promote underground hip hop, really underground whatever. But yeah, man, we want to see the underground flourish. I'm a big fan of Insane Clown Posse, and I have been for a long time. So shout out to y'all. Kim Madden, shout out to you, bruh. Good to see you. You know what? Lex said something here earlier that I need to repeat. Okay. Said, yo, Beleaf, I got you with at least 2 beers and I'll throw in 2 tacos. But you got to see, but I got to see you perform, Beleaf. That's what Lex, shout out to Lex.
Yo, shout out to Lex, man. I got nothing but love for Lex, man. I got you. I'm gonna hold you to it though.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. We appreciate you guys again, man. These artists really do appreciate you guys coming in, showing the support. It just gives them that added confidence that I'm moving in the right direction. So, shout out to y'all for all the love and support that you're able to give these artists. Tomorrow night, we will be going live at 7 p.m. Pacific for This Week in Hip Hop. We'll just be kicking back, listening to music if you want to come through. Shout out to you, Mr. Beleaf, man. Thank you again for coming through and hanging out with us. I know.
Thank you for the invite, man. Come on, man.
Oh man,
Like,
it's
thank
my
you, man.
pleasure.
I'm always with it, man. I'm always with the chop it up kind of thing. You feel me?
Hey, that's what's up. Because I want to propose this to you. Not propose to you because, well, that would be weird. But
Yeah.
as you can see, I don't take myself too serious. But I would love to have you back on to do an album review of your newest project sometime in the near future if you're down with that.
Man, I'm always down, man. Yeah, then let's do it.
Hey, that's what's up, man. And that's another thing like I like to do is get artists in, go through an entire, cuz how many times lately have you been able to sit down and just listen to an entire album from start to finish? It doesn't happen very often anymore.
Not very often, no.
So,
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't listen to mainstream shit at all, really.
yeah, me neither.
Like, I only listen to projects that my peers do. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, shout out to Money Mowgli. He's dropping an album at 12 tonight, with producer Tally Rod. And you know what I'm saying? Like, when those kind of projects drop, I sit down, I take the time to listen. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
These are my people. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but other projects, like, I ain't gonna lie, even like the greats, I'll listen to a few tracks. I'll listen to it one straight time,
Yeah.
but a lot of times there ain't no replay value. You know what I'm saying?
That is true, man. Is that something that you as an artist that is in the industry have noticed about the mainstream versus the underground? What are some of the glaring differences to you?
I would say the glaring different. Well, all right. So what do you mean, like, as the glaring differences
Like
between?
maybe how songs are put together or how subject matter is handled. What are some of the like? Here's the thing, like
Like the
when
differences?
Mary J. Blige went to the Super Bowl a couple years ago, bro, and she wore what she wore,
Yeah.
I was heartbroken. Because I'm an old motherfucker, and I remember Mary J. being a classy ass lady. You know what I'm saying? Like a nice dress. She's singing her ass off. She's a beautiful woman. But then she got on the Super Bowl wearing a thong, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? She's like 60. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey,
it kind
Madonna
of,
doing it right.
right. It kind of upset me, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Like, that is a beautiful, mature woman right there. She's somebody's grandma, and you got her out here shaking her ass, dude. That's crazy. And she's never been that person. You know what I'm
The
saying?
problem is, like, they. I would assume, and I mean, I don't know, but I would assume she probably got the wrong people in her ear. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, oh, this is what Ice Spice is doing, or
Ice
whoever the
Spice,
fuck is.
19 years old or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
So
Like,
you get what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. Like, at some point where that money starts going,
yeah,
because you're not as big as you once were. You know what I'm saying? You might do certain things that are out of character due to the fact that you want to
yeah,
relive those old days. Not saying that that's what's happened with Mary J. I'm just saying, like, I've seen it in other artists where that's where my speculation goes. But I feel the whole thing with the mainstream media, I'm not media, but the mainstream hip hop and compared to the underground, I think both of it is all in trouble. I feel like most of us, and I say this us because I'm in the bubble as well. It's like I feel like we're in a bubble,
mm,
right? Because we all feel like hip hop is as big as we remember it to be. You know what I'm saying? Because in our world, we follow the pages that are hip hop. We listen to Sway and Shade 45. You know what I'm saying? We are in that bubble where it's like, yeah, yo, it's as big as it is. But the truth of the matter is, like, I have an 18-year-old son,
mm-hmm,
and he's heard my music and all that stuff. And you know what Buddy says? He's like, yo, that's old head. That's old head music. You know what I'm saying? That's as you an old head. That's the way old heads rap. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? Because they have a whole different thing.
yeah,
And hip hop in general has a problem with subgenres. We don't have any subgenres like rock does.
right, right.
Rock has grunge. Rock has this, hair rock or whatever the fuck they have. Hip hop is just hip hop. So they categorize and they clump everything
And it's
into the
up to us
same
to
category.
categorize it, because like Insane Clown Posse, you could categorize that as horrorcore. But if you go to Tower Records, you know what I'm saying, and go look for a horrorcore section, they ain't got it. It's all under hip hop. You just got to alphabetically look at that shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's where the problem is. But if you go to the rock section, there's all kinds of fucking subgenres. And
Right.
I think honestly, that's what hip hop actually needs. That we need to start classifying genres. Like there is a boom bap section that's kind of been created,
Hmm.
a boom bap kind of thing. But like there has to be different genres of the music. But it's just very hard to label it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of artists mesh their styles and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But whatever.
especially. Well, the
I'm
cool thing
mouthing
is,
off
is
the
hip
shit.
hop does mesh with a lot of different other genres. Like we've seen it done time and time again with rock and roll, and we've got some country stuff out of it. We've gotten some poppy stuff out of it.
Yeah,
Artists nowadays are sometimes dual and triple threats where they can sing and rap at the same time on the same record.
yeah.
Where do you see hip hop going in the future?
Ah man, that's a hard question for me because the my thoughts on it it leans more negative than positive. Um,
You don't think the
I
underground's going to be able to recover though, and be the mainstream again? Because let's be honest, back in the '80s, '90s, the real conscious shit was the mainstream, and
yeah.
now all the conscious shit is underground. Do you see that ever? I'm sorry, answer the first one, and then I guess that's the second one.
Oh well, no. I mean, I remember having a discussion with my man DJ Exodus and Orion, aka Brass Balls. Like we were having a discussion after like a video shoot, and I was telling them, I was like, look, man, you know what I mean? Like to me, I feel like when Nas came out with Hip Hop is Dead,
Mm-hmm.
remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I felt like that was a little bit more premature.
Right, right.
But at this day and age,
But
I
it was
feel like,
almost like clairvoyant at that point. You know what I'm saying? He saw what was
yeah,
coming.
yeah,
He saw the writing on the wall, and he had to speak on it. I get
yeah.
it. Yeah.
I feel like that's where we at, man. Like, and it sucks. It sucks to say that, but I feel like that's exactly where we at because number one, it's saturated, right? So it's like this bubble is saturated. We have millions of artists and dope artists.
Mm-hmm.
No, let's not
There's
take away anything from these artists. We have dope ass artists that are
yeah,
dropping dope ass music on a consistent basis.
yeah,
But the thing is, the market is not there anymore. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to see that. You know what I'm saying? Like the market really isn't there anymore for um for new artists. You know what I'm saying? New like for instance, if you had to put in a box of legendary artists, right? Legendary new artists in that same realm of the boom bap and that traditional kind of hip hop, the first two that I could probably guess is you're thinking of is Kendrick and J. Cole.
Bing, 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 bing. But the third one I was thinking of is my personal favorite is Jordan Lucas.
Oh, Joyner Lucas also.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? All right, so Joyner Lucas, he could put in that category as well.
yeah,
They all came out at Joyner Lucas, let's say 8 years ago.
yeah, yeah. He
And
really
J. Cole
flourished
and Kendrick.
about five. Yeah,
But then Kendrick and J. Cole, they came out like over a decade ago.
yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
yeah. And they've
So
been on top of their game ever since.
no, of course, nothing taken away from them.
Yeah.
But what happened in the last 10 years? Where is those new artists?
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I mean, just to me, where I feel like hip hop is gonna be always alive. Like hip hop in itself and the culture,
Yeah.
the breakdancing shit. We're in the Olympics now, so that it's gonna be
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
The graffiti art, it's more accepted than it's ever been. So
Yeah.
it's always gonna be there. The culture is gonna be there.
Yeah.
Now, as far as monetizing music, I can't say that that's gonna be a play.
There is a John Connor. You familiar with John Connor? I imagine.
Yeah.
He's using a new service where they sell the album. It isn't Apple, it isn't Google Play, it's a new service that'll you can only get the album there. Is that something that you think the future of album sales will be, or do you think it'll continue being on major platforms like Google and Apple?
You got to look at the general public. I mean, the way I see it is that you got to look at it as the general public. The general public, yeah, you're gonna have your John Connor fans that were following John Connor from the beginning when he got signed with Aftermath and all that stuff. You're gonna have them those diehards that are gonna cop that album. However, the general fan or the occasional fan, they're gonna be like, why am I gonna go to this site to pay whatever amount when I could just get it on Patreon, or I could just I'm not Patreon, get it on Spotify or whatever
Yeah.
for $9.99 or whatever.
Yeah.
But even if, like, look what happened with Tidal with Jay-Z. Jay-Z was like, oh, all my albums are only going to be on Tidal.
Yeah.
And you know how quickly he fucking changed that mind.
Yeah.
Where he's like, okay, well, motherfuckers ain't subscribing to Tidal. I'm going to put my shit on Spotify.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a dark reality. I don't want to bum anybody out, but it's just like, that's just my thoughts on it.
But
Doesn't
this
mean
is
it's
exactly
true.
the way we talk, right? Because look, you're a veteran of the game. Let's just be honest. There's no rookie. The rookie season was a long time ago. You've been in the ins and outs of this thing. I see you have Vivo sponsored content. You were probably signed at one point. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking because I've seen usually.
Oh no, I appreciate it. Now, I had deals before, but not no signing though. But yeah,
Okay.
offers.
Okay. So you've seen some pretty rough shit in the industry, I imagine. And to be able to speak on this stuff really will help out the younger artists, you know what I'm saying, that's just coming up now, which we have a lot in our audience,
Yeah.
And shout out to all the upcomers, man. And no matter how bad your shit is, it will get better, you know what I'm saying? We listen to a lot of unmixed shit, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not listening to that. I'm listening to, what are you writing about? How is your breath control? Are you punching in a lot? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And I'll let people know, these are probably a few things that you might want to work on, but I will never discourage anybody if this is something they want, because if you practice, you'll just get better. It's inevitable.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Like, how I approach this shit now is I love the process. If you fall in love with the process, there's nothing that's taken away from anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you fall in love with the process and you do the process, you release the record, you're already happy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No matter what happens,
1,000 times already.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? No matter what happens with the record, fall in love with the process.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fall in love with making the record. If you want to perform and all that stuff like that, go ahead and perform.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody's taking anything away from you, but those dreams. I have an EP called Mirage that released like literally 5 days before my last LP.
Okay.
And Mirage is sort of like a Dear John letter to other artists saying, hey, listen, this dream might not be what you think it is anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like the dream is, keep on working and keep on going after it. And you know what I'm saying? Like you always hear that rhetoric. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, keep on doing it, keep on doing it. If you fall in love with the process, you're always winning. But those who are falling in love with the destination, like meaning I want to make it to be Bentleys and all that kind of shit. Like, to me, I just feel like, that's a mirage. because it's always at the horizon. You always see it right there. But as soon as you get to horizon, guess what? It's back at the horizon again.
Yeah, it's just that further. Man, that's a bar. I love that shit. See, that's a motherfucking writer, dog. That's what I'm saying. Like, when you were before you started writing raps, did you write anything else? Did you write poetry? Did you write a journal? Did you have a fascination with just jotting shit down?
Um, Not necessarily. I'm a avid reader, though. Like, and I promote reading like there's no tomorrow. Like, I try to tell people like reading might seem like boring and all that shit like that, but like once you get in the hang of it and reading, though, like all the information is there, though. You know what I'm saying? For all kind of life secrets.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm always an avid. I'm an avid reader, so I always promote that shit. But I feel like that's where I get a lot of my inspiration, a lot of my knowledge to be able to convey in bars or whatnot.
What's some of your favorite things to read? It doesn't necessarily have to be books, but if it is books, cool.
Yeah, it is books, but it's like I have like a little process of reading that I developed about close to 10 years ago. I'm always trying to stay in a book, right? So it goes like this: fiction, nonfiction, right? But the first two fiction, the first fiction and nonfiction has to be not my choice of subject.
Mm.
It's got to be something that just catches my eye, and it's something I've never heard about. You know what I'm saying? And I'll read this fiction or and then nonfiction of shit that I of subject matter I've never heard about.
Mm.
Then the next two are shit that I could choose to keep me reading. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Because you sometimes you fall into books that are fucking mad boring and shit.
Sure.
But that's just my process so I could be able to gain more knowledge and learn more shit about things I never heard about or things I don't know much about.
Yeah.
But that's just pretty much my little process as far as the reading shit.
Hell yeah. And I imagine you're probably a bit like me in this category. When you were in school, you didn't really want to be there. You didn't really want to
Oh
put
yeah,
put the effort
I
in,
hated school.
But once you got out, you're like, I want to learn everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, was
Yeah,
that you too?
yeah, definitely, man. Like when I got out of school, well, I'll tell you the truth. What sparked off my venture on reading and all that kind of stuff and trying to learn everything that I possibly can was when my daughter was born, which is she was my second born. And once I started getting like when I had a second kid, I was like, it was only 2 years apart of my first. I was like, shit, bro, I don't know shit. I don't know anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I'm wet behind the ears and shit. And I'm like, man, I need to learn shit so when they ask me when they get older, I could actually answer it. You know what I mean?
That's
And
fire.
so I just started reading shit and I fell in love with reading.
That's what's up, man. And see, that's the cool thing. When you have children as an MC, it changes everything about you too, right? Like that's why I like listening to these OCAS KRS1 still rapping, Onyx, all these people are still throwing out records, man. And they're not rapping about the same things they were rapping about 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? They're rapping
Yeah.
about they got grandchildren, they've been through tons of life experiences, so subject matter has changed. um, is that something you've noticed in your craft as well, that your subject matter has changed slightly or drastically?
Yeah, I would have to say yeah, because my earlier work was very chauvinistic, you know what I'm saying? I was speaking off of the shit that I was living through back then,
Mm-hmm.
where I was single, I was like a little bit of a player or whatnot, so I would always talk, on that kind of level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like on some like, oh, bitches ain't shit. I could get all these bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right,
that
right.
kind of shit.
Yeah.
As I gotten older, obviously that I've shied away to that. I got a wife and whatnot, and but I have noticed the change because essentially we write what we know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And if we're gonna write what we know, um, or what we're experiencing, in life as human beings, we change.
Yeah.
You know, so our subject matter has to change. If you're still rapping the same way that you were rapping as you were 20 years old, then it leads me to believe that you've been fronting the whole time.
It's either that or you're still stuck at 20 years old. Some people do get caught up in that. Never married, never have children, still 40
Yeah.
years old at the club and shit. You're like, why is there a 40-year-old in the club? That shit don't make any sense, bro. You should be in like a dive bar or something, bro. Like that's, but,
Yeah, man.
I get it. Some people want to live that lifestyle. Other people want to be able to put down roots, you know what I'm saying? And have a family and, salute to both sides on that. But
Yeah, both sides.
I do enjoy because I'm a grown up with a grown up daughter as well. She'll be 25 this year, so I understand some of the things that other parents will talk about, or just struggles of being a single father, type shit. So
Yeah.
shout out to all them, man. Facts.
Yeah.
And shout out to you for putting your experiences out there.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I just feel like if you respond if you take your life or whatever issues that you're putting whatever issues you're going through and you put it on record, you're not the only you said it earlier, there's like 8 billion people on this planet, you know what I'm saying? You're not the only one that has experienced this shit. There's people that are going through that same shit at that moment.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That if that song reaches them, then it might change their whole day. You know what I'm saying? Because you found a way to cope with it.
Right,
Feel me?
right. These motherfuckers in the chat are cracking me up, man. So
Oh, I
Joey
have
wants
no idea what they're saying. I haven't even seen that shit.
right. Joey wants to know, you want to be Bruce Lee or IP Man? That's a hard choice, but I don't have to go with
Oh
Bruce
no,
on
I'm
that.
Bruce Lee, man, all the way, bro.
Facts, facts. Because
You
every time
see,
I hit this
IP,
weed,
yo, the reason, and I know I know why Joey even saying that, yo. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's my man. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? And he's an artist. He paints and stuff like
oh
that.
sick.
So like, I had hired him to do a painting for me,
Mm.
right? So I asked him to do a Bruce Lee painting because Bruce Lee has always been a big inspiration in my life. And what he did was he did a beautiful painting of Bruce Lee, but then on the back of the painting, because he put it on wood, he didn't put it on a canvas.
Okay.
So on the back of the painting, he did another painting of Ip Man,
Mm.
which is the mentor of Bruce Lee. So like, that's why he's asking,
Mm.
both of them, Joey, both of them.
Goats on the goats right there. That's fire. I like that. See, that's another creative design right there. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
We've had the Bruce Lee up for the month. Let's switch this over and put Ip Man on it. You know what I'm saying? That's fire shit right there.
Very creative, man.
Then my dude Rude Knox says, "Fuck that. You catch me in the club when I'm 80." My dude Gary said, "LOL. 33. Still no kids and no woman, but never catch me in a club." And Stitch plays a guitar, and he said, "I'm in the club, but I'm on the stage." Yo, shout out to y'all,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Shout out, man, for real.
For real, for real.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all. For real, man. I appreciate that.
Absolutely, man. And this has been a great first experience. I love talking to people, getting to know them, the artists behind the artistry type shit. So thank you for a great conversation, first off, man. And thank you for your
Thank
time. Where do you see yourself, in the near future, like with the podcasting and the music? How do you see maybe some new footholds being placed?
Well, there's another aspect of me or another thing that I do is I direct videos as
Mhm.
well. So
Oh, I did see that. You are a videographer, right?
yeah, but I do a few things here, and it's like the way I operate and the way the Wolves, which is part of this is my group, you know what I'm saying, my crew, which is Watch Wolves, Joey De Silva, Money Mowgli, Big G,
That's why they were
and
putting the
Jason
wolves in the
Stanley.
chat. That makes sense now.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Fire.
So the way we operate and the way it's been working for us is we just live in the present, right? So we're just gonna make music. We're gonna keep on doing like I'm doing my podcast, I'm doing the music videos, and whatever happens, happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for a goal. The best way that I could say it, which is like a quote that I've read before. It's like the man who loves walking will walk further distances than the man that loves the destination.
I
So
like that.
that's exactly what we're doing. All we're doing is we love the process. We make the music. We drop what we consider is the best that we could drop at that moment, and then we forget about it and go to the next day and then do the same thing. And that's what we're gonna do with barcodes. That's what we're gonna do with the videos, and that's what we're gonna do with the music. Wherever it takes us, that's up to God to decide.
Absolutely. And do you plan on keeping your podcast more on the underground side, or maybe in the future bring in select mainstream artists to break down their stuff? Let's say you grow up, millions of viewers. Do you see any type of change or process to what the podcast is?
I'm open for everybody. You know what I'm saying? We've had some notable names there.
Yeah.
But I'm open for anybody, Like if you that's one thing that I wanna barcodes to always be. Where one episode you might, God willing, like let's say we get like a major artist. Let's say we get like a J. Cole, or you know what I'm saying, somebody of that stature.
Yeah.
We get a J. Cole, one episode. But I also want the next episode to be the dude that only has 3 followers or 4 followers, you know what I'm saying, that wanted to express yourself. I wanted to always be that dynamic. Like I'm not sure if you've been in the East Coast. I'm not sure where you're located at, but in the East Coast back up north, like in New York, where they used to have public access channels, right? And public access channels where it's like anybody could do whatever they want. It's basically the internet, but back on TV and shit,
Right. Right.
right? So barcodes, the way I look at it as it's it's always going to be open to local artists. It's always going to be open to that artist that doesn't have the million fans. It doesn't matter who I have on the show.
Yeah.
You're going to be accepted in barcodes.
That's what's up, man. And I love the format because you have in audience, in studio guest. So obviously you're dealing with a bunch of local artists.
Yeah.
You've created some great friendships over the years with the people in your area. What part of let me see here. What part of those relationships are the most valuable to you? Like, is it getting to know another artist? Is it being able to share your craft with another person? Something like that.
It's really be getting to know the other artists. You know what I'm saying? For me, at least, where I've met artists that if I didn't have this show, I would have never met. You know what I'm saying? I would have seen them here and there, like in events and stuff like that, but I would have never had the opportunity to really sit down and talk to them.
Yeah.
And I built relationships off of that. And it's dope. You know what I mean? It's really dope. Like we had some legendary people that have stopped by in the show. For instance, like Scam 2.
I just
He was
seen that
recently on
too.
the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? And he's become the homie. You know what I'm saying? Like we talk on the regular, and it's really dope. And it would have never gotten to that point if it wasn't for the show. So I'm very grateful for the show, and I think that's to me that's what's the best. To answer your question, that's the best part of the show, where I could be able to develop relationships and get to know other artists.
That's what's up, man. We got 10 minutes left on this Zoom. I don't know if you want to continue, if you got time or not. I know it's probably getting
Oh, it's
late
up
back
to you,
there.
man. I'm here, man. I'm with it.
Okay, cool.
I'm
We've
over
been
here
at it
drinking
for
my
about
little
an
bottle
hour.
and shit.
Yeah, shout out to the liquor, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
You guys want to get into another song? Let me ask the SGR crew and Wolfpack out here, what song do y'all want to hear? We got my dude Spotify open up right now. We can listen to anything that you guys want to listen to, and whatever gets the most votes or comments, that's the one we'll play. How's that sound? Lex said, "We right here. We're not going anywhere." That's the shit. I had to put the 15 packs a day on you right there with that voice. Yo, okay, so we got Roommate. Is that a song?
Damn, Roommate's not on that album. It's not on Spotify either.
Oh shit. All right.
So that's an old one, man. That's like a 20-year-old joint, but it's one of my favorite joints.
Joey said Future Hold. I do see that one.
Yeah, Future Holds definitely.
Okay. Anybody else got requests? Put them in the chat there. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's the Mirage EP too.
Yeah, the Mirage EP, like I said, it's like a Dear John letter to some of the artists, but.
And you got another project with another artist, Seven Star. Okay.
No, it's not a project. That's just a single, but that's on.
Oh, okay.
That's on that song's also on Mirage.
Oh, okay.
That's just a single.
Okay. Yeah, it does say single right there. I'm an idiot. Let's see what the chat's saying here. What's No Handlebars? Ooh, Stitch wants to know about them No Handlebars.
Yeah, No Handlebars. I get into I get deep on a lot of stuff that's going on in the world that people are not aware of.
I think I listened to the very beginning of that, loading up the reel. I was like, "Ooh, he's speaking over here, dog." Like, I love when motherfucker. Like, I'm a type of person who don't give a fuck what you say. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got an idea that's different from mine and you want to speak it, I'm all for listening to it because that's your perspective and the way you feel. You know.
Yeah.
So no matter how things can get political at times, and I'm okay with that. Things can get very social, like social behaviors and shit like that, and the way people interpret them and stuff like that. I love seeing everybody's different perspective, man. So shout out to the real ones who put that shit out.
For sure, and that's the way it should be, man. Like people shouldn't hate each other for what they would deem as wrong views or whatnot. You know?
Right. Absolutely. All right, so let's see here. We're going to go future hold first. We do future hold first since that was the first one, and I would do that Roommate Money Mowgli, but I don't have that up and ready to go. But we will be back on it. Shit. Oh, we got my dude Joey Da Silva on this motherfucker too. Let's go. And Money Mowgli's on this too. Oh shit. Okay. The motherfucking trio of motherfucking MCs on this. My dude Mr. Beleaf, Money Mowgli, Joey Da Silva. This is Future Hold. Let's go. That shit was that's what I'm talking about. He said Beleaf's a family man now. You can have the streets. I don't give a fuck what's going on out there. That shit was hard, bro. That's some real adult shit right there, my guy.
Thanks, my man.
Yes, sir. Let's get back into it.
Through every artery, music so hard to leave. I kill a beat, I kill a part of me. I mind my manners and let these rappers go ahead and eat. Beleaf's a family man now, so y'all can have them streets. I keep it short and sweet and stop speaking so personally, cause personally I don't believe people problems should permanently be immortalized or forming ties to memories that should die. No symphony for sympathy unless they empathize. My pen will never lie, I set aside the past I know. So excited to what the motherfucking future holds. Jones.
I literally get goosebumps on this track. This shit fire, bro. Well, the way you guys are ending the verses, that shit's crazy, bro. That shit's crazy. I'm sorry I had to stop this so much. But
Nah, man, it's all good, man.
sometimes
Thank
I'll
you,
be
man.
forgetting what I need to say. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know who the first artist was, but I love the
That's
way
Money
you was
Mowgli.
money. Hey, I love the way you were incorporating the wolf scheme through the whole verse. That shit was crazy too, man. Don't think we didn't see that, my guy. Let's go.
Thank you, man. Big shout out to Money Mowgli, my brothers, Joey the Silver. Like straight up, man. I can't do half of the shit that I do without my people. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. And I'll tell you what, like the chat is showing you some motherfucking love. That's facts. It's showing all y'all some love, man. I love the fire emojis in the chat. Stitch said, was that a 19? Oh, shit. Man, we finished that song right on time, didn't we? Holy shit, I didn't even see it was that close. It's alright, we're going to be right back at it. Broke boy Sack is on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, broke homie Sack Juggalo's on it. I'm telling you. The Great Fire of London reference. I missed that too, Stitch. That's see, my dude Stitch be picking them up. My dude Stitch, he ain't no slouch, my guy. He knows. The SGR crew, we love lyrics, man. That's a fact. Yeah, shout out to y'all, man, for doing your thing, man. That was a dope ass record, bro. I can't wait to hear more of your guys' work. Joey, I'm not sure if we got an interview or not set up, but we should definitely get one set up. If you have Instagram, I'm at BudGreen916. So hit me up, man. Let's set up an interview. Absolutely, my guy. Absolutely. That'll be dope, man. Yo, welcome back, Mr. Beleaf. Thank you for coming
Yeah,
back,
man,
my
it cut
guy.
me off a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't even see it was less than 1 minute too, or I would have put that warning. See, the Zoom, they fuck with you because they'll be like 10 minutes, right? And it'll show the second, the second countdown, right? And then when it gets to 1 minute, it just says less than 1 minute. It doesn't tell you how many seconds you got.
Yeah, they want you to pay for that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's it's all business.
It's
You know
all
what I mean? But
business.
hey, shit, just jump right back in. You feel me?
Too easy. Too
Too
easy.
easy.
Because they would be like, okay, they could be like, all right, you need to make another fucking meeting place and throw another fucking link out to somebody. And that would be, oh, God, a fucking headache. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Joey said, bet I hate interviews, but I got you. That's what's up, man. I appreciate that, dude. That's what's up.
Yeah. Yeah, my man Joey's more of an introvert, yo, but like the dude is brilliant. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can get him to talk, it's nothing but gems, yo. You know
Hey,
what I'm
that's
saying?
what I'm talking about. Because the world, like you guys are well established. Your music sounds great. You have great producers that you're working with. You have great engineers that you're working with. It's very evident. So, the time and money that you put into what you're doing obviously shows that you guys have been doing this for a long time. And whatever information that you might be able to give to some of these younger artists is very, very valuable to them. What are some of the things that when you were coming up that you were trying to get your ducks in a row that you had to maybe figure out or overcome?
Um, the best thing that I could say in regards to that is, yeah, we have been doing this for a very long time. So a lot of friends that we had were engineers and producers and stuff like that. First of all, shout out to Colt 45, yo, one of the dopest producers that are coming up right now. But we do the best advice that I could give for like younger artists is be self-sufficient. There's YouTube University out there. You know what I'm saying? Like you can learn anything you want on YouTube. You feel me? So a lot of the records that you're hearing right now that we're playing on my album, I mixed my whole album.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? I mixed my whole album. I mastered my whole album.
damn.
There's ways to do it now. You feel me? Not taken away from the engineers I once worked with before because they're brilliant.
Yeah.
But like if you could be in house completely,
Mm.
that's the way to go, man.
You saving
You know
a
what I
shit
mean?
ton of money too.
And not only that you're saving a shitload of money, that's the plus. That's number one plus, right?
Yeah.
But number two plus is you could be rapid fire. You could
Mm,
drop whenever the hell you want.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wear too many hats for me to drop a lot. You know what I'm
But
saying?
you're
Like,
still dropping a
every
lot.
video,
We looking
like,
on your Spotify. You got two projects that came out last year, right?
yeah,
The Mirage and then the full length album. What was it called again?
for
I
random
forgot.
acts of violence,
Random
and
Acts of
then
Violence.
two then 2 years before that was Mr. Belief, like the self-titled album. I have a lot more content before that, but
Yeah.
for Spotify purposes, those are the ones that are out there.
Okay.
Um, but I would have to say that Mr. Belief album is very important to me. Like the first one, because I was able to work with artists that I never thought I would be able to work with, which is like Onyx, naming one of them. Like Onyx was one, and Rockness Monster from Boot Camp Click was another one that I was able to work with, and I developed a relationship with the homie John Jiggs
I
off
never
of
heard of
that
him.
collab that we did.
Okay.
You might not be familiar right now, but like yo, John Jiggs is he has a CD that's out right now that he just dropped. It's like a small LP. It could I'm not sure if it's an EP or LP, but I think it's a LP called Soul, and you should check that out. His name's John Jiggs with JIGG dollar sign,
Oh, okay. Okay.
and
I'm,
it's fire. You know what I'm saying?
I'm searching that shit up right now.
It's fire. You know what I'm saying? And essentially, to quote my boy No Emotions slash Jason Stanley, I just want to rap with my friends. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like just rapping with your friends and having fun. That's essentially what. If it's fun for you, that you're always gonna be winning.
When Mr. Belief was junior Belief in high school, what were first off, what was your rap name back then? Because you've been rap. I know you rapped in high school, and you probably had a clique that you rapped
Yeah,
with. Um,
it was belief without the Mister.
oh, okay, okay. Um,
It was a belief because that stemmed from a breakdancing. I used to break dance, so like
you're a
I
straight up
used to
b
be
boy.
Mr. Belief. Yeah, I used to be Mr. Belief as a breakdancer, but then when I became MC Belief, it was just like Belief.
Okay.
And later down the road, it turns out that uh there was a another rapper by that went by the name Belief and spelled it the same way that I do.
Yeah.
By his name was Belief Melon, and he was a predominant Christian rapper, like a hardcore Christian rapper.
Okay.
So just to show respect out of him, because I do share the Christian beliefs. So just to show respect out of him and not to have his fan base confuse us, I threw in Mister to separate us.
Okay. Hell
Because
yeah.
I don't make Christian music, but even though I might do a couple of songs here that relate to God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Shout out to the man upstairs. That's facts.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Joey wants to know what you do in this basically wrestling versus martial arts. Choose a side and recognize what comes with it. See,
What the fuck is he talking about?
I don't know, but I tell you what, when I read that, that's some thought provoking shit right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if you had to choose paths, you know what I'm saying? Like I never really thought about my future when I was a kid. I did a bunch of meth when I was in my 20s, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Then I ended up, having a kid and raising her up through my 30s and 40s and shit. And I never really thought about like, oh, I want to be this and this would be the outcome for that or this could be, sort of the path. Um when did you finally realize when you were like music is my thing and this is going to be my main career choice?
Well, I wouldn't say that it's a main career choice, yo, because as human beings, we're all fluid, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're always gonna have different avenues, especially when it comes to income or whatnot. So you're gonna thrive here, you're gonna thrive there, you're gonna thrive there if you know how to spread yourself out evenly.
Yeah.
So to me, I guess I could say I never saw it as my main career choice, but my main source of outlet is the better choice of words.
Okay.
Like this is my main choice about like my main choice to express myself,
Okay.
you know. Now as far as what Joey's talking about, as far as Bruce Lee, as far as Kung Fu, well, I don't even know what his question was, like Kung Fu or wrestling or some shit like that. What
Wrestling
was his name?
versus martial arts. Yeah. Now, are
I
we
don't know what
talking
the
Greco-Roman or are we talking WWE? Because those
I
are
have
two
no idea
completely
what he's
different
talking about.
ones, right? Like
I have no what he's talking about.
that Greco-Roman shit, you get fucked up in it. I mean, you still get fucked up in WWE. He said WWE, but it's a planned outcome. Do you believe that some of the martial arts competitions are pre outcome? I don't. That'd be hard to believe.
Well, man, if you want to go into my views on the world and how we live in, it's pretty out there, right? Well, I feel like everything is. I personally feel that we're in a cage, in a nice cage, in a cage where we believe it's not a cage. You know what I'm saying? So everything that we see as far as sports, is false flags for us as men to rally behind because those are flags that we could rally behind that are not going to cause any damage to the status quo. You know what I'm saying? Because if we decided if there's no sports, then we will rally against flags that really affect us. You know what I'm saying?
See,
But that's just a whole other topic. You know
no,
what
I
I
love it. I love it, man.
mean?
This is why we're here. You know what I'm saying? To get to know you. So I love hearing perspective. I'm out in California, so I'm literally like
Yeah.
3,500 miles away from you, and you live in a completely different environment than I do. So you're gonna see things a bit
Yeah.
different. I love hearing from you, man. That's what's up, bro.
Yeah. I just kind of feel
Oh no, what happened? Oh no, did my shit just die? It says I got internet. Hold on.
for the Super Bowl.
There he is. I'm sorry, it paused up for a minute.
Oh my bad.
No, no,
I'm
no.
I'm good now.
Yeah, you good. You good. I thought it was my shit for a second. I don't know what happened, but yeah, go ahead.
Yo, as far as the Super Bowl goes, um, I predicted the winner every for the last 7 or 8 years.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? I just look for what the better story is.
mm,
Like what's gonna look better in the headline, what's gonna
mm-hmm.
look better for visuals.
Yeah.
And every year for the last decade or more or less of a decade, I've gotten it right. Same thing with the finals.
Mm-hmm.
On It's all like the reason. I mean, I look at it as it's all fucking bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and trust me, I'm a Knicks fan. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Oh,
like,
I'm a Kings fan, so yeah, I feel you.
so I look at it in that kind of spectrum, and a lot of people look at it as like, yo, you're a little bugged out, you're kind of crazy, like how you gonna look at it like that? But like I just that's just the way I view it. Don't view it like that. But I'm still making money on the Super Bowl, so fuck what you saying.
Prize Picks ain't got shit on my guy. Come on, man. He said I put 1,000 on it. I already know, motherfucker. Especially like I called it too, man. I was saying weeks before I was like Taylor Swift gonna win the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like she gonna be the only motherfucker who gets a ring this year. Ain't nobody else deserve a ring. I didn't even watch the game. I kind of watched the play-by-play on the internet type shit, but
Yeah,
it seemed like neither one of the teams deserve it. I'm a Niners fan too. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
I would have loved to see him win another Super Bowl, but honestly, the game wasn't played that great.
No, I didn't feel like if you really pay attention to the Super Bowl, it's kind of the same formula. And the same formula meaning like there's a lead in the first half, in the third quarter the other team takes the lead, and then the fourth quarter it's neck to neck,
Drum
and then the
roll.
person that made the lead that took the lead in the third quarter wins. It's been like that for like if you look back at it,
You can take
look
that
back
shit
at
all
all
the way
look at,
back to Roman times too. You know, they used to do that with sport and the gladiators and the fucking people who went up against tigers and shit. They distract the public. You know what I'm saying? With all that
Yeah.
oh, look over here type shit, while they're literally making law that you're not paying attention to. You know, and it's like
Yo, and you know what? You want to know what's crazy? In this last Super Bowl, that's exactly what the fuck they was doing.
that's exactly what the
But you
fuck they
know,
did. They went to work on Sunday.
they exactly. But you know what I'm saying? That, like I said, that's a whole other topic. Yo, I don't want nobody to steer away from the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like we talking hip hop here, but like at the end of the day, like that shit's a reality right there. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. Well, let's get back into some life shit. What does Mr. Beleaf like as hobbies?
I would say, I guess editing videos.
Mm.
You know, I love editing. I love editing music videos.
Okay.
Um, I can't say that I love editing barcodes because it's already been like a year of me editing. It's kind of the same formula,
Mm-hmm.
so it's kind of like more of a task. But with music videos, I get to explore, especially if the artist gives me give me the reins, and they let me let me do what I do, and I love doing that.
It's another creative side of you, besides the music.
Yeah,
You'll be able to do the art with the video. That's dope, man.
definitely, man. You should check out some videos I did, man. Money Mowgli, be dope.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah,
there's,
send me those on
there's
Instagram if you wouldn't mind, and I'll throw them on the
no, no,
Friday
definitely.
list.
I could send you a whole. I could send you a whole bunch of them, yo.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Because every Friday, like I said, I go live for about 3-4 hours, and we'll just put music in rotation, have a good time chatting and whatnot, and just playing all
All
the
right.
underground shit, man. So yeah, throw those on the list, man. We'll definitely be getting to them. That's what's up. And so you're shooting video, you're editing video. What are some of your go-to equipment and softwares that you might use?
Um, my go-to is Final Cut Pro,
Mm.
but I'm learning After Effects, and I'm learning DaVinci. Fuck, I forgot the name, but it DaVinci something.
Yeah.
And usually I used to use DaVinci for like color grading or whatnot, but
Mm.
like I'm learning the fusion portion of it, which has a lot of effects and all this shit. I like learning different things to do. Like, so if I do something in a video, like you'll notice, there's a video that I did for Money Mowgli and Joey De Silva,
Mm-hmm.
right? Called Flippers. I'll show that. I'll hook you up with the link for that. Where I was able to take our whole crew at the time and turn us into Mortal Kombat characters, or at
Mm.
least options to pick in Mortal Kombat characters. Because Flippers was a popular arcade when we were growing up in
Oh,
our area,
nice. Nice.
right? It's no longer that anymore, but we found another arcade and we filmed the video there, and then you know we just kind of expanded on that.
That's
But
dope.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like once I did that, I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I want to do something else. You know what I mean? I'm always I'm always trying to learn different things to be able to incorporate in videos and shit. And in rhyme as well. So like whenever you hear me rhyme, you're gonna see that my flow is never it's very rarely the same that you
Mm-hmm.
heard me in the last record.
Yeah. And I've
Because
noticed that.
I'm
Because
constantly trying to learn, I'm constantly trying to improve.
hey, always complete student of the game, right? Like
Yeah, yeah. Like
forever.
I'm I was actually going to join Pendulum Inc. Shout out to Mickey Fax.
Mm.
I was going to join Pendulum Inc. That's a school that he does for rhyming and shit. I was going to join this shit, yo, but it never ended up happening. But like, just because I like to be a student of the game, you know what I mean? Like, I want to learn more.
That's what's up, man. And that's that real passion. That's that realness. You can hear it in the voice when you're rhyming. Not only there's a lot of confidence, but there's a lot of conviction in what you're doing. Um, yeah, man, you guys are killing it out there, man. I want to see more from you guys. I want to see you guys you know, just make millions off this shit because this is real hip hop. This is the essence of hip hop. Speaking
Thank
your
you.
mind, uh, talking about social issues, a flex track every now and again. You know what I'm saying? Fun with words. Um, you know, uh, this is hip hop, man, and as an old hip hop head, I appreciate the fuck out of it, dude.
Thank you, man. We appreciate that people are, what I'm saying, like gravitated towards it because like I said, man, we just fall in love with the process and we put it out there, man. And if people like it and people really gravitate towards it, we're very much appreciative of it. You know what I mean? But like I said, we don't let it get to our heads or anything like that. We just kind of like, okay, well, we're gonna go back to the process. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And we
yeah,
we we appreciate everything, man, and we hope that what you're presenting actually comes about or comes to fruition.
yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? We're still going on our formula.
That's what's up.
Drop, do the process, and keep on going.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me ask you this: when you get in writing mode, is there like time throughout the day that you set aside for yourself, or is it just like a spur of the moment type thing? I got to write some shit. What is your writing process like?
It's kind of both. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I wear a lot of hats, so like for weeks I haven't really sat down to be able to write, and I got a lot of projects that I have to like catch up on.
Hmm.
But the video editing and that kind of gets in the way, but it's just like I said, it's like the process for that. I enjoy doing that.
Yeah.
Whenever I get the time, I'll get into the writing mode. But at the same time, if I feel inspired, especially like Mowgli, for instance, has the best ear for
Hmm.
beats, like the best ear by far. Like anybody that you know, or anybody, trust me, he has an ear for beats better than anybody that I've ever met.
Let's go,
And
Mowgli.
yeah, and when he shoots me a beat that that um that he knows that I could rock and we could rock together or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times that takes precedence. I was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Because that beat motivated me to it comes easy to write those bars because that beat is so hard.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like sometimes that happens, but then there's a lot of times where you have to sit down and be like, well, you know what? I gotta write this record.
Yeah.
You know, every beat you're not gonna be in love with.
Sure. And let me ask you
You know?
this: if you have like a thought out vision for a record, something that you've been wanting to speak about, is it first that you find a beat and then write it to that beat, or are you writing and then you find a beat, or how does that
I mean,
come along?
I will relentlessly try to find a beat before I write to it
Okay.
because if you could write towards the beat, then it will land perfectly.
With all the beat count and everything, syllable counts.
Yeah, you could still write it beforehand, and it could land all right. Like, it could land perfectly even at that point too. But the thing is, there's nothing that like writing to the beat that it's gonna be on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's almost like writing to a
So
custom beat at that point.
yeah, and it doesn't even have to be. It doesn't have to be a. It could be an internet beat. It could be a beat that you find on the internet. But if it's going
Yeah.
to relay that message perfectly for you, you're going to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me
So
ask you
that's the
this:
way I do it. Like,
I'm sure you as all other writers have had the block. What were some of the tricks to
yeah.
get over the block?
Um, I have a history of getting blocks that are really bad. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying? Like, I'll have a block for long periods of times.
mm,
But recently, for the last couple of years, I've learned that the only way to get out of a block is writing.
mm.
Just write. You know what I'm saying?
Whether
If the shit's
you
garbage,
yeah,
if the shit's garbage, just record it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to drop it,
yeah,
but
yeah,
record it. You know what I'm saying?
That last part cut out. What'd you say? I'm sorry.
I said just write it and just get out, get out of that writer's block. You gotta just work your way out of it.
I like that. I like that. If you're in the water and you're treading water and you're running out of energy, you have the option is stop moving your arms and legs. It's not an option, right? You're not going to drown.
Yeah.
So I like that, man. Just keep writing, whether you like it or not, whether it makes sense or whatnot. And then I like the added bonus about just record it, because it also keeps you in that mode of when I write something, I got to record it, whether I like it or not. I just get that out of my system.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like,
You just gotta keep on pretty much treading, like you said, like you're treading water.
Yeah.
You just gotta just keep on doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you're gonna work your way out of it.
That's what's up, man. Shout out to my dude Diggy in the motherfucking building. Shout out to you, man. Big salute. Good to see you. We got my dude Mr. Beleaf in today, out there on the motherfucking East Coast, chilling in that hurricane ass weather. I don't know how you guys do it in Florida, bro. Like, we had 75-mile-an-hour winds here. I thought my trailer was gonna fall over, bro. Like, I know you guys are dealing with like 200-mile-an-hour winds. How the fuck y'all deal with that?
Nah, man, we accustomed to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like where it's like a tropical storm or Hurricane 1, that shit ain't nothing over here. You know what
Joey
I'm saying?
said
But
we
like
party.
Hurricane, dog, yeah, we party, dog. Like straight up, we party and shit. Like it's like hurricane parties, but like anything above a 3, then that's when we taking notice. Like, man, I don't know about this one.
Okay. Have you ever had to evacuate an account of?
Bro, I've been through Andrew, dog. Andrew was in '92, I believe, and that was a 5. That was the first and last time that I will experience a 5, because I'll leave before I'll experience that shit again. Imagine your walls breathing.
Ooh. Dude, I don't even
Yeah.
want to imagine that.
Yeah, it's just scary, dog. You're in your front door because it has seams in the middle of it, like on the top and the bottom, looking like a waterfall, because the rain is coming perpendicular. You know what I'm saying? It's coming like, it's just fucking.
He said it raining sideways. That shit
Yeah,
crazy,
it's
bro.
scary.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't even know. I'd probably shit all over myself if there was
But y'all motherfuckers got fucking earthquakes. That shit's crazy as fuck to me.
True that, but here's the
Like,
thing, man. Like, I very rarely ever feel an earthquake, and in Sacramento Valley, we don't live on a fault line. So, like, when that Bay Area shit went down between the Giants and the A's back in the '80s, that Bay Area collapsed. I didn't even feel that motherfucker, dog. Like, we're 2 hours away from that shit, and then you haven't.
hey, hold on, my man, not to cut you short, my bad, yo. My headphones cut off. Trying to get you some audio right here. Oh, my bad.
Okay, I
There
can
you
hear
go.
you.
All right, I can hear you now. All right.
Okay. Yeah, that Bay Area bash, back at the World Series when all that shit went down, 2 hours away from us. I didn't even feel that shit. But I did feel a small one. I don't know, last year. It was weird. I was laying in my bed. I wasn't feeling very well. I was watching some TV. Then all of a sudden, this shit kind of felt like it was just rolling underneath the earth, dude. It was kind of weird, but it wasn't like anything big. It was very, very small earthquake. But other than
You see, that shit's crazy as fuck to me, yo. Like,
it was a weird feeling, dude.
yo, I went to San Francisco one time, right? I went to San Francisco one time, and the whole time I was there, I visited everything that San Francisco had to offer.
Yeah.
But I was like, the whole time I was there, I couldn't sleep because I was like, man, my nigga, like this shit could start shaking and the whole building could fall on me, dog. That's just crazy to me.
Yeah, that is. But here's a good thing: if you do come to California and you do happen to stay in a big building, just know that they are earthquake proof. They will not fall. They built on like giant ball bearings, right? And they're meant to flex. So when they start moving, they'll just start moving like this, dude. And it's the craziest shit.
Yeah, that's just, one thing I gotta say about Florida, yo, right? Like, yeah, we might have like some crazy ass storms, but you see them shits from a mile away. So you have time to prepare.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And if you want to bounce, you could bounce.
Yeah.
You know, you want to bounce, like get out of Dodge, you could. But like an earthquake, you got none of that. Like you just be like, damn, yo, you know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful day outside. Oh shit, the floor opened up in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It can get dangerous. I ain't gonna lie, but where I'm at, not bad at all. I'm not on the coastline, so shout out to the brave ones over there on the real West Coast. You know, shit. Maybe the valley will be West Coast one day. I don't know. They say LA gonna fall off into the ocean. I don't see how that happen though.
Yeah, man. Who knows?
Straight
Hopefully
up.
not.
Right? Motherfucker, Joey is a badass, man. Joey is a badass. He said, "I love hurricanes 3 and below." He said, "I love them shits."
Yo, no, 3 and below, they're like, believe it or not, they're actually pretty decent, yo, because outside you'll see a bunch of little, you know, like in a 3 you'll see your lights are gonna come off, hands down.
Yeah.
That's gonna happen all the time. Your lights are gonna go off, but the thing is, like, if you're gonna do the party, if you're gonna do the hurricane party, you got beer, you got friends, you got everybody there, you're gonna chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, even Publix, which is a supermarket out here,
famous,
a famous supermarket out here, they used to sell hurricane birthday cakes. You know what I'm saying? Like our cakes.
That's
so,
fire.
Like, they had to discontinue it because people got, like, some people, you know, complained about the shit, but they used to sell cakes, so every hurricane party, people used to buy that shit. But the point is, it's not as dangerous as you might perceive it as to be.
It's just a really shitty storm.
It's just a really shitty storm that's going to knock out your power for a few days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
However, the 4s and 5s, 5 don't even stay here. Like, run. 4, you could stay if you want, but like 4s are pretty bad themselves too.
It's a coin flip at that point, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty dope, man. At least we ain't got to worry about tornadoes. You know what I'm saying? That's some middle country shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll deal with the tornadoes out there. That's some crazy shit.
Tornadoes are another unexpected shit. You know what I mean?
Right. So, Mr. Beleaf, let's say, you know, the podcast reaches tens of millions. Your music, your crew blows up. You got all the money. Your kids got money. Where are your top 3 houses?
Where are my top 3 houses?
Yeah. I mean, you can have 10, 50 homes, but just where are the top 3? Like your main house and a couple of vacation homes.
My main house is going to be here in Miami. You know what I'm saying? Or Fort Lauderdale, which is South Florida in general. I'll probably have one in Texas. And I'll have one out of Dodge. I'll have one out of country, just in case I need to relocate. You know what I'm saying?
He said, I'm buying my own fucking island. Get off my property, bitch.
Yeah, you never know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. So it's like, if this goes south, I have a place to go. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm talking about.
Maybe DR. I don't know. Maybe Dominican Republic. Who knows?
Oh, there you go. Yeah. And go down to where the fucking nice little sunshine is right there. And they still got baseball like a motherfucker, dog.
Hell yeah.
Real baseball, like good shit. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers is hungry down there. It's like watching underground hip hop, you know?
Exactly.
I'd rather go to a fucking AAA baseball game, you know what I'm saying, than an MLB game, you know? That shit just fun as fuck.
Well, it's like watching college ball against NBA, yo. You know what I'm saying? College ball, you'll see the kid. You know, those kids are playing with heart. You know what I'm saying? They're playing to win.
Oh yeah.
When the NBA is just like, oh, I'm gonna sit out because it's a strategy in order to fucking preserve my energy for the next game. Like, this is all bullshit.
Yeah. Because back in the day, you watch some motherfucking pitchers, they pitch all 9 innings, no problem. But nowadays, a motherfucker pitch 5 innings and be done. And it's like, that's weird. But I understand you're paying a motherfucker $200 million in a contract. You kind of want to make sure he's got an arm to throw for the entire contract,
I could understand that, yo, but like, fuck it, man. Like, I'm the type of person who's like, run it till the wheels fall off, yo. If you're paying that money anyway, though, fucking you committed to pay that money, yo, you might as well.
And especially, yeah, some of those pitchers are great, man. Like, you'll never know how great they are if you don't let them do it,
Yeah, exactly.
That's facts. We got about 5.5 minutes left on this one right here. I figure we'll ask anybody, SGR crew, anybody got questions out there, go ahead and put them in the chat right now from my dude, Mr. Beleaf. Make sure you also click on those links in the description below so you can find all the socials, podcast, and music. You will not be disappointed for those who haven't been able to get into his catalog or even the podcast, because it's primo, man. They my dude's editing, it really keeps your focus on what they're saying. You do a great job in your editing, by the way.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I know from editing my own videos, I hate video editing. That's why I just do lives now. And I'm just like, I didn't really edit anyway, you know what I'm saying? But the little editing I was doing, I was like, oh, this takes forever, But you guys are putting out 1 episode a week or so?
Yeah, we try to put out 1 episode a week, yo. These next couple episodes for the next couple of weeks. This week we had 2 episodes per week. Next week there's going to be another 2 episodes per week. It's the La Plancha week. La Plancha is ran by DJ XS and Orion Brass Balls. They're both MCs, but they're also both curators of this event called La Plancha in Miami or South Florida. So it's La Plancha week, and then after that is going to be my episode. So it's going to be the first time I'm actually on the middle panel. I'm going to be breaking down wishing wells.
And who's going to be in your spot? No one? Or you going to have
there's 2. I invited Orion and Lex, who was in the chat earlier.
Oh, Lex still here.
All right.
Yeah, Lex just put it in. Lex ain't going nowhere. Lex is for life. That's just the facts.
My dog, man. Shout out to Lex, man.
That's what's up. He said, fuck that. I'm little. The wind will pick my ass up and throw me. Yo. That's hilarious. Just be like, bye, Lex. Off camera. Yo, Gary, much love to you, brother. And shout out to Beleaf. A big shout out to Mr. Beleaf, he said. And thank you, brother. I appreciate that, man. And shout out to the chat.
Appreciate it too, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for tuning in, man. Hope you enjoy any of the content that I create, man.
That's what's up, man. And then when we get back from the break, we'll play one more track and then kind of wrap it up. How's that sound? It'll be about a 2-hour mark.
That sounds good to me, man.
I appreciate your time, man. That fucking means a lot to me, dude. Especially on a Thursday night. I know it's already almost 10 o'clock out there, dude. So
it's all good, bro.
Appreciate you,
it's all
man.
good. We night owls out here, man. We wolves, huh?
Hey, that's that pack mentality. Hunting. See, that's cool to figure that out and know that, because then the music, Mowgli was referring a lot to the wolf in his verse. And that was cool to be able to put it together. If I'd never known that, I would. I was like, why is he referencing wolf so much? Like, what I'm saying? I would have had to think about it a little bit more. But that's dope, man. And then he said something about selling wolfies, and I'm like, yeah, that's that old school shit right there.
Well, Wolfie is his son. You know what I'm saying? He named his son Wolfie.
Oh, okay. I thought he was talking about wolf tickets. Remember E40 and the wolf ticket shit back in the day?
Yeah.
We used to call people who lied, they were selling wolfies and shit, But that even makes more sense now.
It might even be in a double entendre knowing him, you know what I'm saying? But like, the truth of the matter is that his son is named Wolfie, Wolfgang. So
Okay. Shout out to Wolfgang, man. That's what's up. You gonna tell me you gonna have the best name in high school, bro? Like, that's what I'm talking about. Ain't nobody got that name.
yeah.
The motherfucker said, "Hey, Wolfgang." Ain't nobody turning around but one person. That's just facts.
That's a tough ass name, yo. Straight up.
You ain't fucking with that guy named Wolfgang, dog. There's no way. There's no way.
Facts. 100%.
He said, you know what? The best way to make sure my son makes it through high school, let's just name him Wolfgang. He'll have it easy, telling you. That's what's up. See, that's a dad who be thinking.
Yeah, man. Facts. 100.
All right, make sure you guys get your questions in the chat. We are less than 1 minute on this one right here. After this great interview, please check out the albums Random Acts of Violence, Mirage, then check out an album called Crowbars by Joey and Money Mowgli. Shout out to Lex. Shout out to Lex for the plug, for real, for being a real one. I appreciate you for loving what we're doing over here. We're just trying to get the music out to people who may not heard it. And I think if we could fix this world, with all the problems that are in this world, we can fix it with music, you know, at least for the most part, you know. At least give somebody a blunt and give somebody a record, and then you be happy as shit, you know. Like, who's mad at the end of the day when you smoking a joint and fucking listening to some dope ass music? Like, I'm just gonna stay mad. Well, that's the person we can't help. But you know what? For the rest of you, we are here for you. We are here for you. And, you know, a little bit myself, too. I ain't going to cap. You know, I like listening to music. I always feel like if I have, you know, a record on, you know what I'm saying, I feel like I could be calm and shit, you know. Especially, you know, growing up, you know, running the streets and acting a damn fool. Insane Clown Posse was a way that I was able to get out a lot of my anger and aggression without putting it on people, you know. So
yeah,
shout out to the writers who can really tap into someone's fucking core, you know what I'm saying, and be able to. There was a thing that Violent J said one time. He said, "Let the music do the murder for you." You know what I'm saying? Like, don't go out and commit these acts of violence, you know what I'm saying? Let us paint that picture for you, and maybe that'll calm your soul a little bit and get that shit out of you. And it does. It kind of works, you know?
And it's the reason why I named the last album Random Acts of Violence.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, these are random emotions that you could run with. You know what I'm saying? Like, where you don't have to throw that in there yourself physically or whatever the case may be. You feel me?
Yeah, absolutely. Because, look, man, you know as well as I do, and I had a lot of friends, I'm sure you had a lot of friends that went off to prison, you know what I'm saying, or maybe have died, you know what I'm saying, and we don't want to see the people that we love and care for go through any of that shit. So the best thing we could do is still be a man about your shit. Don't let people walk on you. You know what I'm saying? That's the last thing you want to do. But we put ourselves into situations that we otherwise would be able to just not fuck with and be okay. You know? But pride gets to us sometime as men, you know what I'm saying? We can't let shit go. Sometimes we just gotta let shit go.
Facts. You're right about that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I learned with my baby mama that if I can't physically change something, I don't fucking worry about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to get upset about it. I'm not going to scream and yell about it. I'm just going to carry on with my life like everything's fine, because it will work itself out. There was a time in my life where I didn't even know where my daughter was in this country, like for like 5 years. But you know what? I didn't hire a private investigator. I didn't call the cops. I didn't do any of that shit because I trust her mom enough to where I know my daughter's all right, you know. But it was still a shitty situation, but it resolved itself. One day I received a phone call, you know what I'm saying? And she was right back in my life. And then she came to live with me when she was like 12 or something like that. And I was a full-time dad from there, You know.
I mean, that was a blessing, yo. Like straight up, yo. Because I'll be honest, yo. Like I had my first two, if they disappeared during that beginning portion,
Mm-hmm.
I can't say that I knew that they were all right because of the mother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, that. Like I said, that's a blessing, and the fact that you were able to have them back, and that's exactly what's happening. That happened with me. You know what I'm saying? I was able to get all my children back, and they all live with me.
That's
You know what I'm
what's
saying?
up.
That's a blessing from God right there. And I would never go back and think of any kind of regret or anything like that, because it doesn't matter, yo. Because that having them in my life on a daily basis is 100% a blessing.
Yeah.
Like,
And you have an 18-year-old as well, so I imagine the 18-year-old is getting ready to move out. How is that fucking with you?
To be honest, I don't think he's ready to move out, yo. I take care
Okay.
of him for sure.
Okay.
I take care of him very well, you know what I'm saying? Like, he might, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. He got his little life going on, you know what I mean? Like, I give him his privacy.
Sure.
I let him do what he does. Like, I also got a 16-year-old daughter who's like trailing right behind him.
Okay.
And she's doing her thing, you know what I'm saying? And then I have like a major gap in the children aspect. Like, I have a 5-year-old going on 6, so that's like a whole different aspect. But
Yeah,
the truth of the matter is, it's all a blessing.
that's
You know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying? You got to embrace it like that.
I tell you the truth, man. Once my daughter moved out, because the day before she turned 18, she was ready to go. She literally moved out the house. Not because she was mad or anything, you know what I'm saying? Just because she was ready to start her life. And I was like, good luck, baby girl. She hasn't been back. She's moved to Texas. You know, the first day she moved out, she went straight down to L.A. I'm in Sacramento. She moved 600 miles away. You know?
Shit.
Yeah, and you know, as a parent, you're kind of concerned, you know what I'm saying? But she checked in with me every week, you know, call me, just to see how she's doing. Never once asked me for any money, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's out there making her own money. Now she's in Texas, about to buy a house and shit. I'm just like, I couldn't be more proud. But I tell you what, yeah, that's real shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did my job as a parent. I got it done. But it sucks not having her around, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really does. Like they say, you know, that empty nest type shit, right? You really do miss them. That's a fact, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I can say I haven't experienced that yet.
Right.
I know I will. You know what I'm saying? Especially with my son, because he's gonna get there.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like, kudos to your daughter, man. Like, she's doing her thing, yo. You know what I'm saying? And you did good. Right now my kids are all still homebound, but like, I know that day is coming. So like,
and it will come, because there'll be a day where, you know, the son wants to go out and, you know, start his life and shit. You know what I'm saying? He's got a great role model, you know, a loving father that, you know, wants to make sure his family is taken care of. He'll have that inspiration at some point. When it does, dude, you'll be like, damn, I miss that little motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he already has his own business. You know what
shout
I'm
out
saying?
to him, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Like, I always try to let my kids know that you can make your own money. That you don't need other people to make money for you, or you don't have to work for anybody.
Yeah, go make somebody else money.
So I always showed them, I'm like, how you can make your own money. So my son, he does, he's also a video editor. But he's a video editor for sports.
Oh,
so
sick.
he does like video editing for sports, for basketball predominantly.
Oh, nice. So they do like some college stuff, some local high school stuff.
Yeah, like local high school tour tournament style ball or whatnot.
Like some 3-on-3 shit.
Exactly. Like, they'll pay him to do certain like videos and shit like that. And
that's fire.
Yeah, and he's 18 and he does it all. He got his own camera and all that shit. He does all his thing.
And it's one thing to show up to the court with your own camera and just record it, but they're actually paying him to do this shit. That's huge, especially at 18.
I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? He got mad at me because they wanted to fly him out to like Chicago to do one. And I was like, nah. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yeah, you're flying out to Chicago, but like you got all this money over here, like you could do over here. There's no reason to fly to Chicago for like a little bit of pay. You know what I'm saying? But like, I get you. If he could have networked and all that stuff, but that was just a father being like, I don't know about this shit. You know what I mean?
Right. You are going to Chicago to a random playground. Shit can pop off anywhere, bro. Like,
exactly.
Yeah. No, that's a legitimate concern for real, man. I have
the children are really proud of him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing, man. I'm glad that you're able to be involved, and also take interest in what he's doing. I'm sure that's given him some, great feedback. And okay, I'm on the right path. I love to do this, and my father approves. Shout out to you, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to you for your success with your daughter too, man.
I appreciate that, man. Yo, that's what I'm talking about. Real life talk on Hip Hop Radar Underground, man. We don't get to know just the music. We get to know the people, my guy. That's what's up. You ready for a record? Beam me up. Zeph is in the motherfucking building. What's up, Beam? Big salute. Good to see you. Got them fire emojis in the chat. That's what I'm talking about. We're gonna spin another record. Mr. Beleaf. Where are we headed on this one? I think we got a request for No Handlebars before. You want to hear that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go. No Handlebars. My dude, Mr. Beleaf. Let's go. Links are in the description. Fucking bars. We starting this shit over, bro. It's just every line is a bar, dude. Like, each bar got like 5 bars in it. Let's go. That's crazy.
Next Instagram.
My dude hit on the blue beam too, man. Come on, man. What are you doing out here? You are killing him. You are killing him, bro. This is crazy. I love hearing this shit. Because I like thinking what could be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm that dude, you know what I'm saying?
Association will bitch about your driveway while blue beam have a seeing green man up in the skyway. A single egg gon' cost dollars out your pocket. Next Instagram flex gon' be posting with an omelet. The nonsensical still offended over nonsense. Preaching the gospel will be illegal as a bomb threat. The Pope made his own command. You can't remember, but the news said they were.
Yo, my guy, dude. Yo, Mr. Beleaf. I love that. I love how you ended that. Do better. Just do better. Like, that shit is fire, bro. That's what I'm talking about, dude. That's what I'm fucking talking about. That was No Handlebars, my dude. Motherfucker, one and only Mr. Beleaf. And you know what, Lex? We're going to play that Negative Influences, too. Let's just play it right now, and then we'll wrap it up. How's that sound? Because I want to make sure we get one in for Lex. Let's go. Negative Influence. Off the Mirage EP. Let's go.
I always respect when people find that balance, when they just make such a concentrated art that it's undeniable. We could be intentional and strategic as we want to be, but at the end of the day, we all are moved by next level art.
Hey yo, apparently I ain't new to this. The way I move the script could get you crew dismissed. Some of y'all existence is gratuitous, it's foolishness. Who threw that tip to cat that got you thinking you the best? I must confess, now I'm a bit hungry more than Budapest. I'm Jack Nicholson living amongst the lunatics. I flew over the cuckoo's nest.
That shit was crazy. Fuck that. That shit was crazy. He said he more hungry than Budapest. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. Come on, my geography guys. Let's go. Let's go. See, there's things in hip hop I get really excited about. It's shit like this. This math bars. I don't know why, but I love some good math bars. Oh my God, bro. See, this is smart people shit. This is what I'm talking about. Let's go.
Apparently I ain't new to this. The way I move the script could get you crew dismissed. Some of y'all existence is gratuitous, it's foolishness. Who threw that tip to cat that got you thinking you the best? I must confess now I'm a bit hungry more than Budapest. I'm Jack Nicholson living amongst the lunatics. I flew over the cuckoo's nest, spread my wings and took a shit. And now you Gorbachev rushing to break the wall. What you putting in Ukraine will raise the game but only make us fall. Swim with sharks and get your head bit off, or get crushed in the deep with your subs that always get lost. Desolate to the smog, see the dragon through the fog. Everything ain't by the Czech capital, we ain't in Prague. You wanted improv, but I ain't Wayne Brady. Now barcodes got people out here looking at me crazy, like I ain't 80s baby, and I catch you acting shady. I won't repeatedly beat you until them crackers have to tase me. Allegedly, must add salt to make that recipe. Must be a fool fighter to try to get the best of me. But it's that energy that got niggas in jeopardy, answering questions to themselves. Am I who I pretend to be? So much delusion of grandeur I hear from all of these rappers that couldn't cross over. At AI gave the answers, but they capturing the mirage that they'll be living large, spitting bars at superstars, and they'll hold the secrets to art. Applaud them, they finally done found they calling, building content to win popularity contests. I think it's nonsense, but who the fuck am I? I'm just a guy that just be snapping when I got the time, and I do it cause I love it, and I think nothing else of it. Don't fuck with it and fuck it. It's not like you add into my budget, and trust, this is coming from love. Don't let it fester. As an MC or an artist, there's a hell of a lot of pressure. If the greatest MCs we know can sell records, stop ignoring the truth because your lies sound better. Seriously, are we artists or online influencers? Think about it.
I thought that success.
Yeah, I can't wait to get into more of your music, my guy. You are fucking killing it, man. You know, I'm a busy dude. You know, I work outside of this YouTube thing, you know, and I was trying to go through as much content as I could, you know, before we met and did this interview. And I really got stuck on watching your podcast, and I wasn't able to get to too much of the music. But from what I heard, you know, before we got, I think I listened to 2 tracks. And I really love the old school vibe of, you know, how you sound boom bap and stuff like that, and the way you're talking. But playing the few more tracks that we've gotten in tonight, dude, seriously, you pretty much got everything covered. You can talk your shit, you know what I'm saying? You can flex on a track, but you can also be very comprehensive with your pen, man. Like, you can really put out a story. You could put out social topics. You're doing it all, man. So salute, bro, for real.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, for real.
Absolutely, man. Because, you know, as I don't know about, you know, everybody, but for me personally, I like being able to hit play on a track and not knowing what the fuck I'm going to get. You know what I'm saying? I just know it's going to be fire. You know, some of my favorite artists, you know, you hit play on a track and you're like, yo, this is a fucking like a 70s disco song. But then the next song's like a rap track. And I'm like, yo, you can really do it all, motherfucker, can't you? You know? So shout out to the ones who don't stay in the same lane, man, for real.
For sure, man. For sure, man. Like I said, man, I appreciate you for having me on, man. And I appreciate you listening to the music and putting that out there for your audience as well. All I could ask for your audience and for you yourself, yo, like, go like backtrack through the catalog, man. Like Mr. Beleaf's album, start to finish, all the way down to Random Acts of Violence, yo, and I hope you enjoy it. You know, man, and check out Barcodes, yo, because if I don't fit that criteria of what you're looking for in an artist, guaranteed that we have sat down and we chopped it up with artists that do fit your criteria.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Make sure you hit those links in the description below. You can find all the music and all of the Barcodes.
We hitting you, huh?
Well, yeah. I started smoking early too, man, because I didn't do shit today. I got up at like 4. Ended up going to the store, getting some gas, getting some groceries. I came back home, got on Instagram Live, started telling everybody we're gonna have an interview tonight, and I was like, AM smoke sesh. And then after I got done with that, I fucking took a nap at like, I don't know, like 10 a.m. I was already back in sleep, right? Yeah. But then my homie hit me up and he was like, let's finish that joint. And I was like, yes. So we've been high all day.
Hey, man. It's
That
all good,
motherfucker
man.
right there, 2.15 grams of premium weed infused with hash, wax, and then rolled in THC diamonds.
Oh. Yeah, you good. You staying pretty right now, man. You good.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying, like, Snoop Dogg, come on over here, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I know you from Cali, but you've been living that life, you know what I'm saying, in the hills for a while. You ain't smoked like we smoke, my guy. Although it is about dinner time, man. Yo, SJR crew, thank you for time, man. I appreciate y'all being here. Mr. Beleaf, do you have anybody you want to shout out before we take off, man?
Yeah. I want to shout out number one, Watch Wolves, Joey Da Silva, Money Mowgli, Jason Stanley, Big G, H2 Owens. Thank you for making this possible. I want to shout out to a couple of artists out here that really impact our community. Brass Balls, aka Orion. I did that shit in reverse. DJ XS, Shoddy's kind of like running the front runner of Miami right now. So shout out to Shoddy. There's a lot of people, man, like Serum, Recognize, Mayday, Mr. Burns. There's so many people out here that are doing the shit, like Da Vinci, Scam. I could sit here and name everybody right now, yo, but it's just like Miami hip hop, South Florida hip hop, and stand up, man. And we doing it.
That's what's up. And I'm glad to hear the community is that, a community out there, instead of trying to, slight each other or fuck each other over. I'm glad to hear that things are really cohesive out there and you're really supporting each other. So shout out to the South Florida fucking hip hop community, man. It's good to hear you guys are doing good things out there. You know how we do it, man. Friday nights, we back at it, 7 p.m. Pacific with This Week in Hip Hop. I know we're a few months behind because we got so many songs to go through, so it's pretty much this last month in hip hop and shit. But we're getting to them, I swear. And on Saturday, we got Recognized from Mayday coming through at 5 p.m. Pacific. Again, shout out to H for setting these incredible artists our way. We appreciate you, my guy. Shout out to WVCC Radio out there. You guys are really fucking... you're doing everything you can to get the word out on these great artists, and I can't thank you enough, for real. Sunday, we got an artist from Iran coming through. His name is Einan, and he's going to show us how they do it out there in the Middle East, man. I can't wait to talk to him. And then on Monday, Lyrics is coming through from Real Bars Entertainment, and we're going to do an album review with him on his newest album called Purple Notebook 2. So we're going to get another full album in. And Mr. Beleaf, I'm going to be hitting you up on IG. We'll schedule, something in the future to where we could do an album review on that Random Acts of Violence.
For sure, man. Anytime, bro.
All right, brother. Hey, SDR crew, again, thank you for all the love and support. All the people that I met tonight, thank y'all for coming through and hanging out. If you guys want to subscribe to the channel and leave a like, I'd be much appreciated, and hope to see you back on the channel at some point. Like I said, we'll be again going live tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific. So if you got time, drop by. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next one, all right? Peace.